Hello guys, this is Otaku Man. Or this is Otaku Man. I am going to do what if Deku was a vampire redo. Now the other one wasn't that good, so I am going to make a redo this. I am going to redo it. Now let's change the story fully. Fully we are going to change the story. Now first, when Deku was born, everyone was happy. They were all happy. They were all very happy. They loved him since the age of 4. And when he became 5, he gone to the quirk doctor to see what is his quirk is. Now, just like in the canon and in the anime, the doctors explain what. Sorry. Doctor explain the Pinkito situation. I don't know. I still don't remember the Pinkito thing. So after that, everybody started bullying Deku. He didn't have any kind of friends at that time. In this time, he will be much more colder because of he was bullied like a cricket. So now we are at the age of 7. Oh, and one day, Deku he was always said, if I had a quirk, I think we wouldn't be end up like this ever again. Then he said, nothing can be done, it's my bad luck. Then he didn't know, but the boy didn't know what was going to happen to him. He was going to get a quirk, not a quirk really, a power of vampire. We skip after 1 year. He's 8. He doesn't have any friends. All the people just bully him. And one day, the teacher said, everybody calm down. Everybody quiet down. We have a new transfer student in our school. Everybody said, wow man, you know the typical young boys, typical anime schools. All the boys said. And then one of the boys says, is this a girl or a boy? And the teacher says it's a girl. Then everybody start cheering and clapping. And then Deku just saw and said to himself, this one also will apparently beat me up someday. Then this girl came. I am right. This girl came. Her name will be Isabel Wilhorn. What is Isabel Wilstone? Now, and she came and said, "Hello guys, my name is Isabel Wilstone." And she just came and said, everybody was clapping and cheering. She had a special ability that was called purification. I mean, she can see any human's purification's body, purificated body. I mean, if the human is bad or he is good. She saw everybody had the same glow as the other. Mean they all had red. Mean they will turn bad after if you show any weakness toward them. They will turn bad. And then she was looking all at the all of them. And she was going to her bench and she was sitting behind Izaguri because that was the only bench left there. She was sit behind that, and she saw Izuku. His aura was completely black. Now, I'm going to tell you something about her powers. Now, her power countdown as she can see 4. She can. What did I? Sorry, it escaped me. Now she can see four kind of color: red, yellow, blue, and black. Red is for they are very bad, and if you show any weakness, and they will start turning bad towards you. And blue, extremely sadness. They are sad and yellow. They can turn towards you, but if you treat them badly, then they won't turn. And the black is cold, completely cold towards everybody. And then she she saw how why does he have only black aura and no one does have that. She thought he might be a villain or something. It's because she know villain. And now for the best part, she is a vampire, guys. She is a vampire queen from a old noble vampire. Now a noble vampire and a queen vampire. Queens are all that. Now there are noble. Sorry, there are noble vampire here. Here in Izuku school, the noble vampires they cannot live that long, but they had the power, very godlike power, a superhuman strength, super speed, mind control, healing people with their bloods. Yes, I mean turning them into vampire. That thing is called healing, but she won't use the healing. Now she she thought that he might be some other sad too much or black out too much. And then after at the lunchtime, at the lunchtime, everyone gather around him, and everyone gather around him wanted to talk to her. She was being confused. Why is everybody like this now? So just in my first day, then one of them said, "Hey, you quirkless fool! Get out! Hurry up and get out of the seat." He was just Deku was looking at him, and then he said, "Get out of my sight already!" He kicked him and he fall. Isabel didn't see it, but she saw. The aura was she didn't saw him, but because of all the student was gathering around her. So when Deku fall, the aura of his personality was getting blacker. She feel extremely bloodlust, and mean this is the another bloodlust like thing. This is not that much bloodlust. It's just anger, you could say. Anger. Now because anger, she felt something in her spine, and she just she was just shaking for some reason. And everybody said, are you okay? Are you sick or something? And said, no, nothing. And then everything. Then after that, Izuku just talked to the teacher, said, can I change my seat, sir? Then the teacher said, why do you want to change your seat suddenly? Said, oh, it's only because of some other reason. Said, why don't you want to be her friend? And said, what? And the sir said, the Izuku said, it won't eventually get that good. She will not be friend with a quirkless like me. You get it, right, sir? And said, okay, no problem. Said, what kind of seat? Where do you want to sit then? Then said, at the last, a corner really. And said, okay then. And then the next day said, we are going to now change seats, students. And they all changed the seat. Izuku He was sitting at the last. He said, then he said, no, nothing can be done. I will here. I will be in the back and looking at the outside. This place will be okay for me. Then because of Isabel coming to the school, he was sorry when Deku was bullied too much. He was bullied too much really. Even bullied to push to suicide, but he didn't. His aura that Isabel every time saw it was getting blacker and blacker. She couldn't do anything because she was scared. Her mother and father just limited her power because of the vampire's ability to suck blood. Don't forget she is a vampire. She still need to suck blood. So because they had a locket just like you're seeing in the picture, there is a locket in her collar type. This locket nullifies the vampire power and turning her appearance into humans. Get it? Then she couldn't do anything because of it. She cannot even release. She cannot even oh, get out of the state. She wanted to help Izuku, but she couldn't do anything. And we skip his aid. We skip. I think I said Izuku was 8 or 9 that time. I fucked up. Really, I don't remember. Let's just say Izuku was 10 years old that time. So I had 10 years old. Now we skip 5 years later. He was bullied that much. He didn't talk to anyone. He was scared of many people because of that bullying thing. He couldn't talk to anyone because of that. Then at the last day of middle school, that time the last day of middle school, he wanted to become a hero, but he thought I could be in a support. I could do anything. Yeah, he started to working on his muscle when he was 10 years old. We're going back for a little bit moment. He started working out. He started working out. He was getting buffer, but he still didn't fight back. Sorry, he still didn't fight back. And then I'm going to Deku now. And then now we get back to the present. 15 years. It just said last day of middle school, and said who it said what do you want to be in your life? Said who care, you wanted to be a hero. And just like in the canon, he throws all the paper, and everybody started using their quirks. And then said teacher don't mix with these B-listers and don't mix with these weaklings. And said, oh Bakugo, you are going to UA then? And said, yes, I will become the number one hero. And said, okay. Teacher didn't. The teacher said, okay. And said, then Izuku, you wanted to go. You wanna go to UA too? And everybody started laughing. Then Bakugo, just like in the canon, he was saying it to him, and saying that to him, and said, a quirkless fool, how can you become a hero? You will die. You are garbage. You should die. You should die just by falling. If just jump into the jump in the building. You should die. And in this thread, Deku was using too bad. And then He said, "Hmm, they all call me trash. I think I will be a trash, son. The strongest trash of all." Then after he getting out of everyone, he stayed little bit late after his school because the last day of middle school the school doesn't close after some of them want to stay. Get it? He in his secret place. Isabel know about the secret place because in the past 5 years Isabella was falling in love with Izuku. Every single time he endured every single torture and pain. He when after saying that he think that should I jump from the building? I don't want my mom to suffer also. What should I do? Then the sludge villain tries. No, not the sludge villain. I change. I'm going to not attack the sludge villain. And that time Izuku was crying on his secret place. The secret place is a high mountain top where he can see the whole city. The whole city where he is in. He was sitting there and just start crying and said, "Can I really become a hero? Everybody treats me like garbage. I don't even have friends. Since my mom and dad doesn't even care about me that much. My mom, she didn't also care about me, and I have a brother. She only care about him." Now, Izuku brother. His brother's name is Izuma. Izuma Midoriya, and then Izuma he has a quirk is telekinesis and fire breath, a combination of his mother and father's quirk. And now his mother always give love to Izuma. She never talked or worried about Deku because Deku was quirkless. You see, everybody hated him for some reason. And then we get back to Izuku and said, "If I die, I think they will be at peace. They will not." Then he think of dying first, and then he was standing at the railing of the edge of the mountain and said, "I think I should die." Then he just closed his eye. When he was about to fall, Isabella ran toward him and catch him and said, "Hey, what are you doing, Izuku?" Then Izuku said, "Oh, it's Isabel, I think, right?" And said, "Yes." And said, "What are you doing?" And then Isabel, Deku said, "Oh, you don't you see I am dying right now?" And said, "Why are you killing yourself?" Because then Deku said, "Nobody in the world care about me. What should I do then?" Then said, "You work on your body, you have strength, why don't you fight back with the bullies?" And said, "If I fight back, I won't be able to win. If I train too hard even, I cannot defeat anyone by pure super strength." And then he said, "If I had a power, I think it might be a great thing for me. But nothing can be done for me. I am like this. I am always like this." Then Deku also liked Isabel. Now he was just saying that he stopped and said, when Isabel was going back and said, "You are a fool, you know. Then Isabel was going back there and said, was going to her home and said, and she said it to herself that I do like this man, but this man has no feelings for anyone. He's totally broken as a human. He has nothing left for him. Then Izuku said, Isabella, wait, and said what? And said, I want to tell you something for this a long time. Then said what? Said Izuku said, how should I say this? You were in my mind for a long, long time. I, Isabel, I like you. Then Deku said, will you accept my feelings? Then Isabella was silent for a moment and she just cried. You know why? Because she also wanted to say the same thing, but she didn't have the courage, and she thought she didn't have